that's like a week. So that's enough for somebody to die from rice and beans.
Like, imagine if there's one plane flying carrying just ricin and another plane flying carrying just beans, and they crash in the air, and then they cook because of the fireball. Rice.
No, do spaceships, because then when they re-enter the atmosphere, it would cook the beans with the plasma buildup.
Ooh. Welcome back, everybody. This is it. Finale. Season 4. Tom, what happened last episode?
Skylar and Junior are in protective custody at Hank's house. Hank convinces Gomi to go to the laundromat and look around with a drug dog and another guy. They go there and don't find anything, but they do take a lot of pictures that might come in useful later. Jesse gets a call from Andrea saying Brock is in the hospital. Jesse goes to the hospital and realizes that his rice and cigarette is missing. He tells Andrea to tell the doctors, and then he rushes over to Walt's house and confronts him, thinking that he had Huel at Saul's office lift the cigarette off of him so he could poison Brock. Walt comes to the realization that Gus poisoned Brock and made it look like Walt did it. Or he did it. Yeah, that he did it, so that Jesse would either kill him or consent to the killing of Walt. Him and Jesse come up with a plan to get Gus to the hospital. Walt makes a bomb and plants it on Gus's vehicle while he is talking to Jesse in the hospital. At the end of the episode, Gus walks towards his car, stops for reasons we don't know, and then walks back into the hospital. Walt is devastated, and the episode ends.
So the kid with the rice and cigarette, do you think? I thought that maybe he decided that he was going to smoke a cigarette because he thought that Jesse was cool and he wanted to.
It's possible.
But do you think that maybe
someone lured him into it?
Gus did do something? Maybe Gus doesn't know about the ricin, but you would expect somebody like him pretty much knows about everything?
It could be any of those. I am simply saying that Walt believes it was Gus.
Yes, and Jesse believes it was Walt.
Well, he did when he held the gun to his head and
Right.
proved that Walt has terrible hydration.
Right. And maybe they're all wrong, and maybe it's just a kid being a kid.
Could be.
That's what I think is ultimately going to be revealed.
And so Jesse's going to feel like shit again.
If that's what if that's the reason, shit.
And it's again who made Jesse hold on to the rice and cigarette? Walt did.
But he failed to give it to Gus a lot of times. Like he couldn't. So it's like it's the same thing with what was it? We had this conversation before about two people. I think Walt and someone else, I forgot. In season 2, I think they both fucked up and it went bad. I forgot who it was.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
But like it's both their fault. If it's because he smoked it by mistake, you know.
Right, the rice, is in Jesse's possession because of Walt, but Jesse didn't need to have it in his possession. But it's also, at the time, this whole time, the only person who really wanted Gus dead is Walt. So then, like,
one thing. Sorry,
no, go ahead.
No, I'm not cutting you off. My bad.
Yeah, no, I just think that. Yeah, I lost my thought there. Sorry.
Yeah, that's my bad.
You killed it. You cut it. Cut the train of thought.
Okay, so the one thing I'm not even going to say that. Let's just finish the episode, and then I'll have lots of stuff to tell you guys.
All right, let's go.
Oh, I'm nervous.
The final trash.
I know. It starts out some banging music. Here we go.
That's true.
3, 2, 1. Trash time. Oh, he's getting the bum. Oh my god! The magnet.
Did you just bring a pup into a hospital? What? Was I supposed to leave it on his car? What, you're supposed to bring it to a hospital? His house, the laundry, the restaurant, the factory farm, they are all wired with cameras. One place. Think. Jesse, think. Where is it? Where? Because if you can't tell me, we are dead.
Excuse me, Jesse Pinkman?
Yeah.
Hi. Detective Calancho. It's Detective Munn, Albuquerque Police. We were wondering if we could have a few minutes of your time.
This has been, what do you call it? Overblown, because all I basically said was, have the doctors thought maybe Brock got poisoned? You know, to cover all bases kind of sense.
Yeah, no, I'm sure they appreciated that. You helping them out like that. Especially with how specific you were, no, Ryson.
Saul Goodman. That's my guy. So do I gotta call him, or do you?
Becky, hi, it's Walter White. Listen,
Oh my god, he's gonna send her over.
I'm fine.
No matter what happens, he's putting her in danger.
Yeah.
I
Exactly.
know, that's so messed up.
Like, what a fucking dickhead, man.
She's got a cane.
Yeah.
There you
Way
go.
to involve more people in this shit show than you need to.
Is she like a new character, by the way?
She's just the neighbor. I think it's
You'll
the
just
first
have to
one.
wait and see.
She's gonna die.
She's here for 30 seconds. Uh-oh.
Well, you better get in there. It's so obvious, though. Like,
You don't see the crawl space door?
really. You just heard a noise in there. Come on.
What?
Oh,
Here's
look at
Saul.
This cozy. What'd you tell him?
Walt made the phone call.
A couple of dicks.
He's a wordsmith. Well, detectives, it's been a pleasure. Now, up you go. Make like you got manners. Make like you respect the rule of law.
Let's Casa Tranquila.
It's an old folks' home off Paseo del Norte. Our boy tells me Frank took him there to visit one of the patients, someone Pinkman says you'll definitely remember.
T.O. murdered someone close to Gus.
I know it sounds not particularly fruitful, but sorry, that's all I got.
They're enemies, not friends.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Is now my friend.
I know you despise me. And I know how badly you want to see me dead. But I'm willing to bet that I know a man whom you hate even more. I am offering you an opportunity for revenge.
E-I-O.
Need the DEA.
Finish the word, Mr. Salamanca. Honey, dia in the word. Help me out here.
The sunglasses down.
Gomi don't fuck around.
So, Mr. Salamanca, you got something you want to tell me?
S. First letter S. Second letter U. A. B. C.
Suck it.
A.
Suck it.
E. I. J. K. A. E. I. J. K. L.
L.
M.
M. It's gonna be sucked
A.
by.
E. Y.
All right.
Oh my
That's
god.
enough. Thank you.
Fucking Hector.
Yeah, thanks. I can spell.
F.
G. Oh, no.
A.
It's
E.
gonna be fuck you.
I. O.
Yes.
We may have a problem. I got eyes on the DEA. They just had a visitor. Hector Salamanca.
Then let's get to work.
I mean, it's true. What does he have left? Might as well try to kill the person you hate the most.
Hi. Hello.
Oh my god.
You're free to go.
Why? What happened?
Tox screen came back. No ricin poisoning.
Ah.
Surprised, huh?
Someone's getting the ricin. It's gonna happen.
Hey, Andrew,
And then where
just
did it
checking
go?
on Brock.
Right.
Hey, it sounds like... Hey, excuse me.
Uh-oh. Yep. It is ricin. He was just released. So they could kidnap him.
The FBI?
No. Gus.
I thought that.
Maybe it's better if I do this myself.
I do this.
Because he hates him so much.
Is the bomb in there? Did he put the bomb like in the wheelchair?
That wall has the bomb.
I know he does, but did he put the bomb on like
Oh, I see what you're
Hector's
saying.
wheelchair?
Yeah. Is that a clip-on? I didn't expect that. Did he have a clip-on last time?
He ain't got time for ties.
I don't know if they showed it. That was interesting. I don't know why that caught me off guard.
The transmitters and the bell. Bing, boom.
Oh, God. Wouldn't that be maybe? I think you might be right.
And he's going to have to hit the bell like 5 or 6 times because what took Walt so many times to hit the receiver on his on the walkie-talkie.
A crippled little rata. Is that how you want to be remembered?
Bing.
Last chance to look at me, actor.
It's the bell.
Wow.
Yep. It's not gonna work. There it goes. Oh, yeah!
No!
What?
He survived? Oh, he's missing like half of his face. Oh. Oh.
What?
He ain't gonna survive. He's done. I told you
What
dies.
was that?
Boom. No, but what's gonna happen with the lab? Who's gonna? Well, I mean, Tyrus is gone. Mike's still around, but he's recovering. Is he gonna pop in?
What? You got a problem with stairs?
Bro, Walt is literally killing everyone.
The Walt is turning into like. I mean, he was really at the end, more than cancer. Just walks in. He's gonna walk in. Let's cook.
Gus is dead. We've got work to do.
They're gonna burn this motherfucker down.
I still can't believe Gus died.
Better hurry.
Hank's gonna be like, what the fuck? I told you. But is it ricin?
You know,
is it ricin?
Still saying it wasn't the ricin.
Thanks, Jesse.
I don't understand. Then what was it?
Saying it was most likely a flower called Lily of the Valley. And it's like common, got these red berries on it that I guess taste sweet, and sometimes little kids eat them and wind up poisoning themselves, and that's it. Nothing more.
Was this you? What happened?
I won.
For now.
Wow. No.
There's the plant.
Oh my god, he did poison Brock.
Is that Walt's
did
house?
Poison Brock.
Yup.
He orchestrated the whole fucking thing.
Yeah.
What a fucking psychopath.
I hope Jesse kills him.
Oh my god. I have really bad news. I got a work phone call. I have to go ahead and figure out what it is.
A few moments later.
So what did you guys think of the episode?
That was a lot to take in.
That's what she said.
Holy moly. First and foremost, Walter is, I mean, it's very similar to Gus. Like, he's taking the aspects of the people his adversaries, like, if he poisoned that little boy, which he did. Like, that is, and you know what, I can hear Walt's validation now, like, oh, well, he'll, I'll give him just enough to make him sick, like super sick, to where he needs medical attention. But it's still a gamble. Like, you don't, like...
Yeah, Walt's not a pharmacist.
Right, and he doesn't know that kid's, like, medical history. I mean, and at that age, he might have something that's undiagnosed at this point, like something that you didn't take into consideration, and then, But it had to have been Walt because the cigarette was missing. Like, that couldn't have been a coincidence. It couldn't have been that was, like... And it was perfect because there was at one point where Walt was like, how would I have taken it? The last time you saw him, because, like, Jesse was like, well, I saw you. I forget where they saw each other, but he was like, I saw you. Well, it was at the hospital, right?
Well, Jesse originally said that Saul called him into his office, and Huel, the big guy, patted him down outside of his office, and that's when he lifted it off of him.
Oh.
So he was right.
That's what...
I don't know. It's kind of hard to do. You got to open a pack of cigarettes, find the right one, pull it out. I mean, Walt knows where it's kept, which slot it is. Be old, big fat guy, not so graceful.
That's what I'm saying. Like, when would it have been taken?
So I'm not going to say anything. I just will let you know that will be answered.
Oh, okay.
In next season.
I was disconnected, but I freaked out when I saw the...
Wait. Blue, did you see the very end of the episode?
I freaked out. Like, you can see it in the record, but I disconnected, but I saw it. I literally was screaming. Not screaming, because I can't scream at 3 a.m., but I was like, oh my god, he did poison him. And
Because of the plant?
I saw the plant, and... Oh, that's just like... Oof. Bro...
So I had a little bit of a side theory, but I think Tom's responses squelched that. Like the two guys that were walking out of the back of his patio when they were looking for Walt. And I don't know if there's spots where you can see in other episodes if that plant's there, because there are a few pool scenes. Is that there, or did those guys plant it?
Pun intended.
But it seems to me that, like, Probably not. But if the question is, where's the cigarette, right?
Yeah.
Is Jesse going to find the cigarette or see the cigarette at some point? Like, what did Walt do with it? Did he just get rid of it? Or did he keep it for later? For some other reason?
But then somebody has to die by the ricin.
I don't know.
But then is somebody going to end up, they're going to, like, is they're going to have, like, if they're going to have, like, a pool party or something and they're going to see the plant? Like, why is the tag still in there? Except for maybe, you know, just a reason for the camera to show it. Because people wouldn't
I think that's what it is.
normally recognize the plant.
Like, I wouldn't have.
But is the tag going to then be some sort of significance? They seem to, like, really focus on those little things. But it might just be to go ahead and tell the viewers that Walt had that plant. But was that plant there for a while? Was it there before, or did it just get there?
Can I point at something you may have missed?
Sure.
You remember back when Walt was spinning the gun and it spun to him?
Oh,
twice?
and then it spun to the lily. Yeah, that's true.
Is the plant right there? Yeah.
Yeah,
So I was told you I thought there'd
and
be
you
a
said,
scene.
And you said, not the plant!
Nope. Not the plant.
Which in this episode releasing this Friday, you could see my face. Yeah.
So the plant was there beforehand. Okay, good. Because that's what I was thinking. I was like, I'm going to have to go back and look at every freaking pool scene to see if that plant is there before those guys walked out. So, all right. So it is Walt. It's Walt the whole time.
I was convinced when he said, I won. Like that, like he played a game. And it's very similar to what Gus did with the cartel. It's this like very intricate, so many moving parts, and anything could fall to pieces at any time. So it's like, I mean, he's so lucky that but Blue, you might get your Jane moment because now my mind goes back to the cigarette with Jane's lipstick on it. There's a missing cigarette here. It might be the link. Maybe not necessarily Jane. I think it's what brings Jane to light, but I think it's a cigarette that's going to be.
Because
like I think Jesse finds out. I think Jesse finds out about Jane. I think Jesse finds out about Brock. And I kind of at this point hope that Jesse kills Walt season 5.
Do you think maybe Jesse teams up with Mike?
Can I?
Well, yeah.
Because you see the thing is that in these last two seasons where we introduced to Gus last season or this one, it's been so many episodes I forgot.
It's 2 seasons
so
ago.
there was Gus, and then now there's only 1 season, and I think like this season it's the DEA with Hank. Even Jesse is gonna be with it's gonna be everyone against Walt. Walt is gonna be the Gus of the last season. That's how I see it, because in the end they portrayed him as the villain, because he poisoned the kid. It's not Gus, So the last season is gonna be revelations until we get to the point where everyone's gonna be against Walt.
Yeah, everybody's gonna be trying to kill him or get,
but do you
catch him? Yeah.
Do you think they're gonna continue to cook? Like, what would be the point? Like, they have a little bit of surplus of money, like Walt's got some, and they have a profitable car wash. What and Walt doesn't? He's not sick anymore. He doesn't have cancer anymore.
Exactly why we should in season 1. That's why he did it, and then he's like, I don't want to do it anymore. And now that Gus is gone, we know he's gonna go back to it because he's a maniac. He's
not gonna be able to stay away.
He just puts his family because it's like a lie. I'm doing this for my family. Yeah, okay.
Walt's ego has entered the chat.
Yeah, I was, but logically, it's done. It's over. You did it. You got your money. Your family's okay. The people who want to kill you are gone. Maybe there's some loose ends with Mike and Jesse, but Mike can find gainful employment anywhere, apparently, with wherever, with all his contacts.
No.
But I don't know, what is Mike's relationship with Gus?
Saul comes
Like, maybe
back.
Mike is gonna be angry and he wants vengeance for Gus.
I think he's gonna work for Walt because he doesn't care as long as he gets paid.
Maybe.
I think Walt's gonna get drawn back in. Something's gonna happen. So Saul left because he thought that Gus was gonna be after him. Gus is now dead. The cartel is now dead. There is a whole market now of people.
Right, he's gonna be like, Skylar, look,
money.
We can make
It's
much
gonna
better
go
business.
back to season 1. It's gonna go back or season it was season 1, right?
Season 1 when he did the
where he
freaking
gets
shit
him,
with
but
Tuco.
it's all about money and it's all about, so I think Saul's gonna come back because that's the only reason he left. So now his poor secretary shredded all those papers for nothing. He's gonna come back.
Did she fix the door?
Right, the door is
Dude.
probably not even going to be fixed, and he's going to be like, well, look at here, look it. Like, it's going to be,
It's gonna be like a plywood door.
And
He's like, this is what I paid $25,000
yeah,
for.
the whole season. It's going to
just
be
a
one of
shitty
those,
door.
yeah.
You know what's kind of underrated? We haven't talked
What?
about Gus's death.
Yeah,
So
no.
and the
Well,
fact
oh my
that
God.
they made us believe that he survived that by showing.
I didn't believe it.
By showing his.
I said half his face is gone as soon as he walked out with
Well, it
the
was
camera
like,
angle.
even-
Immediately.
Even in his death, he has a poker face.
That's
like
so
even
true.
in his death, he
And he's
shows no
he's
emotion.
adjusting his tie.
Yes,
Right.
like well,
I was
there
like, that shit hurts.
There was a guy, I don't know how old he was. He was maybe like in his 20s or whatever, but he killed his parent. Well, I don't know what I can say. He shot his parents. And anyway, and his father
Enlivened.
traumatic brain injury as a result, but there was evidence that he went about his morning routine. So depending on where your brain is damaged, you can still he tried to shave, he tried to get dressed, and he had very severe injuries, very severe injuries.
Yeah.
So that was when he came out, obviously that was in the back of my mind, but I don't know why that was the last reveal I was expecting. I was expecting him to fall and there to be maybe a lot of blood pooling around on the floor or whatever, or shrapnel in his face. I did not expect the Batman two-faced.
Yeah.
I did not. That was so
but
just not on my radar.
It's not medically feasible.
I'm so
man,
dumb.
for all of those wounds to just cauterize and
his,
there's just no
skull
squirting
is
arteries
perfectly
anywhere.
cleaned
Yeah.
I like how 10 minutes later you're like, I'm sorry, I'm still trying to process, guys.
Yeah, I'm I'm sorry, I still can't move past that. But yeah, no, that was I shock value. It was I do, and I love Breaking Bad for this. I call them the ATM moments, because that was the first moment in the show where you were like, oh my god, what is going on? And where the ATM fell on the.
Oh yeah, fell on
Yeah,
this.
yeah. I ain't no skate.
Right, and so obviously this was definitely a big one of those ATM moments, and I love it, but it's just I feel they took it a step too far with but it definitely did its job. It was definitely jarring. It was not what I was expecting, and I feel really bad for Gus, and I have to search myself and try to figure out why.
Just
I'm
Pollo
so
Hermano shirt.
sympathetic towards him. It must
Well,
be the chicken logo. It's gotta be. I'm a sucker for an animated, animal.
And Blue's gone. As far as we know,
Probably blue.
they don't go into it anymore, but Gus, we think, executed that kid Cantillo kid.
Yeah.
Or gave the
So
order, yeah.
Yeah, so fuck us.
Yeah, no, for sure. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know.
I'm just
why
bringing up
it's
a few
like-
things that might make you change.
But
your
isn't
mind.
it his like traumatic experience from his possible partner then being killed that like turned the switch off on him? He may have been. We don't know what his. I mean, do we find out about
Well, look
what
what
type
Gus
of person
is
he was in
doing.
Chile?
He almost killed the kid.
There's one season left. They don't go into Gus anymore.
No, I'm saying like that Gus was, I mean, he got into drugs and stuff and they were good at like, cooking meth, but maybe he wasn't such a sociopath until his partner was shot by
Oh yeah,
Salamanca
that's
in the
definitely
pool.
open
And
for
that-
interpretation for sure. Yeah, that could very well be.
like he wouldn't, previously he wouldn't have like killed children or anything like that.
Well, and you-
whatever.
Something like that.
Yeah, if you look at his demeanor and the way he talks and portrays himself at right before Max gets killed in front of him, like he doesn't seem stoic. He doesn't seem emotionless. He seems like a person, right?
Yeah.
And then that happens, and then we see future Gus, Gus now, and he's just calculated, emotionless, just doesn't give a fuck. So yeah, I think it's a fair assessment to say that probably.
But that's what I'm saying. Like you shouldn't
contributed
feel-
to him becoming crazy.
You shouldn't feel bad about having sympathy for him. That there's a reason for why his brain fractured, why he became just in the same way with Walt. There's a reason why they there's like a point in time where you can show the change.
Right.
Like the evolution, I guess you could call
Yeah.
it, but I don't know if I would call it evolution. But
Messed up.
I don't know, but that is like Walt then doing the thing to go ahead and poison the kid, but like his plan didn't work out at first because the plan was to definitely blow up Gus's car, but then he goes into like next planning mode, which he comes up with the entire plan to use Salamanca. Like, that can't be part of the whole plan. It's not because he clearly couldn't have been like, all right, I'm going to get the flower here. We're going to poison the kid. And I'm going to convince Jesse that Gus wanted to do it. No, and he's going to think it's me. And then, all right, we're going to try to bomb or we're going to try to blow up Gus. But he's going to figure it out. And then we're going to do the next thing. Like, he worked on the fly there after.
So I
think the poisoning of Brock was before all of the other plans were made, and that was probably strictly to get Jesse on his side against Gus. Because right now, Jesse was just kind of floating. He's working for Gus, but he won't let him kill Walt, and so Walt doesn't feel like Jesse is with him, so he did the poisoning to, put him and Jesse against Gus. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That's how I see it. I could be wrong.
Bro, best episode so far? I think so. It's, in my opinion, it's the best so far.
It's ranked number 2.
I feel very
weird.
I liked the use of the bell.
Yeah.
To show them when they
And how
foreshadow it. It's not practical. It's not practical at all. Well, you're transmitting radio signals. Those could be.
No, it was.
And like
you
if
missed
you hit the bell,
you
it's
missed the
just
shot,
one-
but it's not radio.
Yeah,
it was hardwired.
Well, right. No, the bell was hardwired. Right. Exactly why the hardwired bell should work on the first switch.
Yes,
the radio
yes, I see what you're
transmission could make
And
sense with 5
maybe
clicks.
it's because they want it to be dramatic, like the.
I think exactly. I think there was the entire
and,
point of
and
them.
give Gus a moment
Yeah.
to realize what's happening right before it goes off.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. It makes for good TV.
As
And
he
it's
stands up.
fantastic TV.
Bro, oh my god! I swear. When he walked out, I was like, I'm so dumb. I was like, what? He survived that? But because they've delivered us this character that he doesn't like. He's not an idiot,
Yeah. I mean.
But then.
I mean,
I don't know. I mean, like it was. Oh my god. Can work again. All right. Well,
once again, I find myself at the end of the season saying, "Thank goodness we don't have to wait as long as everyone watching it."
Yeah. No shit.
Um,
No shit.
in real time. So I'm looking forward to the next
Season
episode. I still feel really weird. I hope to have more to say before the first episode of next season. I'm just like, that was
a lot.
Yeah.
This episode was a lot.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Well,
thank you guys.
Next time you see us will be new season.
Oh boy.
Will do.
Bye.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye.